All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Now he's forced out left. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Ready, white 25.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Sunday. Ready. Blue lady. Got four now. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonic. 58.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Screen, Trevor C.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Out of his end zone, Prescott out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the 1st quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken in at the 22. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's got the hook up to Lee. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. first down. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Sonic! Ready! 125! Sonic! Where's that?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. Lee's got it over the middle, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Gold is able to put it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up. Past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his left. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He goes underneath for Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a handoff looking right across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Green, triple C. Ready. Blue, ready. Green, triple C. Sonic. Green, triple C.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Ready. White 25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Sonic. Ready. Blue, ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. Blue, ready. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Sonic.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Prescott. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Being chased out left. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll pitch it out to the core. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. final play of the half. Prescott steps away, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? First down, Prescott. Finding room to the 20. He finds Yeldon. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cordero Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Spins away. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Ready? White 25. Sonic. Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ready? Black, this up.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's Prescott. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down carry now for Yeldon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Good.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Prescott on first down. Flushed out right. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
The last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
On second down, Prescott again. His throw caught right around the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And they'll run it with McCoy. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Ready, black, 22. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Hey, stop. Let's go. Sonic.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Fielded at about the 28. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves play fake. Here's Prescott. And a catch right side by Evans. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
550. Hey, sub. Let's go. White. Green, triple team. Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonic.
They'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Evans. He showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's McBride. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Play action now. Prescott steps away. Room here to run. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Ready. Black, 22.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Here we go, 46. 86.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
26.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 1 to 54. 1 in.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. LaShawn McCoy with time running out. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Niners, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they lose their 9th game on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jonathan Bullard in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gotta go.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Miller. He's got it. That goes for a gain of 31.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Again, it's Trubisky. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
18.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Second and 9 now from the 21. This is Carson. And some room to work. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
You got three down. Cut! Bulletti! 14.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now it's Carson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Be alert, be alert.
And they'll run it here. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run with Penny. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. Chicago Bear football again here. And this is a team that is now at 3-3. 2 straight losses, Charles. Last one, very close one. Very dramatic finish with the New England Patriots, 38-31. And we'll see where they go from here.
Yeah, they showed that they can compete with the best in the NFL by taking the Patriots to the limit. How about that Hail Mary at the end? Fell 1 yard short, almost got there. But they'll kick themselves about the loss last week against Miami. That was a chance to capitalize. Plus, Khalil Mack, who's been so dramatic for them on defense, had a bad ankle and couldn't rush the passer with his normal abandon. So the defense, not quite as good as it has been earlier this season.
Yeah, because the first 4 games, they allowed 65 points total. Last 2 in those losses, 69. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Trubisky is going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jaron Reed able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun. Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, we got a second here. Let's take a peek around the league. What's coming up week 8? A couple big games as we near the halfway point of the season, Charles. I'm mainly looking at Philly and Jacksonville and London, and then New Orleans and Minnesota. That should be interesting.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Philly and Jacksonville, both teams struggling right now. The Eagles have already lost 4 games. They lost 3 all of last season. Both of those teams need a win in a big way. New Orleans at Minnesota, the Saints are on a heck of a roll right now. They've won 5 in a row, but the Vikings quietly have won 3 straight and seem to be getting their footing on defense again. And how about Green Bay? They had the week off this past week. Big win over San Francisco at home on a Monday night. They now head out to face the 7-0 Rams in Los Angeles. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that one. That is a big one indeed.
Aaron Rodgers, Todd Gurley, let's do this.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On third down, it's Carson, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Check 50. Empty.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, but some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He lets it fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
Well, Charles, pretty big piece of news around the NFL on Monday the 22nd. Dallas Cowboys, all the talk about them needing a big-time target out wide. They went and got him, Ari.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Jaron Reed in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now it's Trubisky going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for the Bears on third. 43 yards. On first down, Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Steps away to his left. And now running right through it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Trubisky will throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But we got a second here, Charles. Let's look back to some of those crazy finishes in Week 7 of the NFL last week. I mean, it seemed like every game had a wild finish.
It certainly did. Dallas, Washington, Brett Maher off the upright from 52 yards following a questionable penalty against his long snapper that moved the ball back 5 yards. How about Cleveland, Tampa Bay? Cleveland claws his way back in, and then Tampa Bay wins the ball game with Chandler Catanzaro kicking the big field goal from 59 yards in overtime. Remember, he missed a 40-yarder in regulation. Justin Tucker missed an extra point. That's the headlines in and of itself. His first miss in the NFL, and New Orleans gets away with a victory. And New England, Chicago. Chicago throws the Hail Mary at the end of the game. Kevin White, 54 yards. He needed 55.
Yeah.
Stopped at the 1 yard.
I don't think I've ever seen a Hail Mary come that close but not get in. Now Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. On second down, here's Penny. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson throwing again. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, CD taking a peek at some of the injuries from around the league in Week 7. We did have a few. Quan Alexander on that Bucs defense went down with an injury. They'll be monitoring Sony Michel in New England. Now, remember, they already lost Jeremy Hill, Rex Burkhead out of that backfield, so a couple injuries to note.
Certainly, and Quan Alexander in the middle of the Tampa Bay defense, which was already struggling. They may not get him back the rest of the season. Sony Michel, they're hoping to get him back after a few weeks. Albert Wilson in Miami has made big plays all season long, has a hip injury. That could cost him some serious time, if not the season. LaShawn McCoy, Melvin Gordon, they're hoping to get them back in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah, interesting that they won without Melvin Gordon last week. That was a big win. To the right side, complete to Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Trubisky to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Trubisky to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
He lets it fly for Lockett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. It's complete to Lockett. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jonathan Bullard.